What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Quadeuce, man, and we back live. Mr. Homer, go ahead before you even watch the video or live and hit subscribe, you know what I'm saying? Man, we got preseason action, and I can't help but cover it. I watched plenty of it, you know what I'm saying, and the highlights, and after the games, kind of broke down some things. And I'm going to give my take on what I think about a lot of the games that has happened so far. Now, I'm not gonna lie to y'all, this is new to me. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to do this. Yeah, I'm saying. So, I'm gonna try to cover everything. At least all of the things that I've watched. You know what I mean? And it's some stuff. It's some games that I haven't watched that I can't give like a full breakdown of right now while I'm on live, unless I go and watch them on live. You feel me? And I ain't really finna do that right now because I'm not. Hold on, let me look up. Can I do that? Because I don't want to get, you know what I'm saying, trouble with YouTube and stuff like that. Let's look that up. Give y'all some time to get in this thing. I feel like this light ain't. It's kind of dark in here to me. Let me see if I can get this thing set up to be in it. I can't even turn my Y'all gonna have to bear with the lighting right now because I can't even turn my I might have to hit my shelf. Well, this phone about to die too. Oh my goodness. I ain't even got a charge phone, y'all, but we hopping in this thing like, cause I gotta get this content out. Cause I started this content week 1, didn't get to post the videos specifically. Okay, so you can play another video on your life. Okay, we cool. I'm gonna put this phone on the charger real quick. So when we run through the stuff that I ain't see, we just gonna run through highlights. We gonna thug it out for the first full episode. I'll say Catch 22 Sports, where I'm really covering a lot of things NFL wise. We're gonna go ahead and thug it out. So y'all bear with me. Hit that subscribe, hit that like button, you know what I'm saying? We got preseason action. So week 1, I already seen all the games basically for week 1. I'm gonna give y'all the rundown on that. I know y'all like week 1, we already seen it. Some of y'all probably ain't seen it. So I like to start from the beginning of things sometimes. I don't want to start in the middle of the season talking about what the games that just happened. Now we're gonna cover the games that just happened tonight because I did watch the highlights on the games that were played tonight. So let's go to week 1. Week 1, we had the Carolina Panthers and the Cardinals. Now, on this game, Carolina won. You had Haynes King, how I know his name off the top of my head because I had made this video already, who balled out, definitely showed out and was definitely the highlight of that game for the Carolina Panthers, including the walk-off game when the touchdown he had. Then the perfect, you had Carson Beck, which also played a perfect game. So it was a good game, good competitive game too. 30-33 ended up being your final score. Panthers won. Now, what I saw in this game that may or may not concern me, you know what I'm saying, about both teams is some things I like, some things I may or not like. I saw that the Cardinals got a lot of pressure back there. Every time. I could tell by the way them boys was getting back there, they was putting some pressure on the backfield. And I love the way the Panthers offensive line handled that. Now, mind you, these are second string, third string guys. A lot of these guys you're not even gonna see play week 1 on Sunday for real. Some of them you are. So I think the Carolina Panthers offensive line has definitely gotten way better since the past couple of seasons. Because mind you, I'm from Carolina. Not my favorite team, I say, but one of my favorite teams for shit show. I'm used to seeing the Carolina Panthers quarterback have about 2 good hot seconds to throw the ball, and you either running or getting sacked. So in this game, I noticed that they blocked very aggressively, very hard for a preseason game, and I'm like, okay, that line has definitely improved. The things that concern me a little bit about Carolina was the run game. Now they did have a running back who played and had a good couple of yards for the run game. Let me look up name by name real quick. Let me give y'all the stats real quick. Oh, and also what I didn't like about the Carolina Panthers, man, Kenny Pickett in week 1 did like nothing, man. I ain't gonna lie to you, Kenny. You ain't do nothing week 1, bro. We I don't know. It was looking not so hot for Kenny week 1 in that Arizona Cardinals game with the Panthers, right? Haynes King, like I said, he was a superstar, man. 21 to 34, 180 yards, 2 tuds, one a walk-off tud that won the game. 95.2% rating. 95.2 rating. And Kenny Pickett threw for 8 of 11 yards. I mean, he threw for 8 of 11 on attempts, but he only threw for 62 yards, no touchdowns, and he also got sacked 1 time. Now, that's not bad, but what we would have liked to have, I think, seen from Kenny Pickett a lot more in that game was more yards. Like, I feel like he just sitting back in the pocket, not really taking no chances, not really throwing that thing for real, just kind of checking it down. Like, he ain't really do too much of opening up. And as a QB, you gotta open that thing up. When it's time to open that thing up, you gotta put the ball in there. Your receiver can never catch what you don't throw. You know what I'm saying? So that's something I ain't think Kenny Pickett showed a good outing. Well, he didn't show a bad outing. It wasn't a bad outing. It just wasn't as strong as a performance as everybody wanted to see. Now we have Miles Davis. He rushed for 4 carries, 53 yards, and averaged 13.2 yards a carry. No TDs. His longest run was 36 yards. And then as you go down the list, the second highest rusher on the Panthers for this game was Haynes King. But he's a quarterback. You see the problem? So you had Anthony Tyus the third, 8 carries, 19 yards, 2.4 average. That's not bad. He had a long run of 7 yards. That's not bad, but I feel like on 8 carries, I want to see about at least 40 yards. You understand? You had AJ Dillon with 3 carries, 18 yards. Now that's very good. 6 yards per average on the attempt. He had a long run of 13 yards. He had a touchdown. And then you got Trevor. I ain't want to mispronounce names. I'm gonna say Eating. 4 carries, 12 yards, 3.0 average. Now that's not bad for those group of guys, but I think I would have wanted to see a stronger rushing performance for Carolina. And I like a lot of things that I saw from the Cardinals. I almost dropped my other phone. My bad. I like a lot of other things I saw from the Cardinals just in that game all the way around. You know what I'm saying? I feel like the Cardinals are going to be a real tough team this year from the things I've seen. Their defense was playing pretty well. Like I said, they was getting pressure back there. The Panthers was handling it, though. And I love to see that from Carolina. You feel me? Go Panthers. All right, let's get to the next game, man. So that was that game. You understand? The Cardinals also had. Now I'm gonna finish this up, and then I'm gonna get to the next game. The Cardinals also had some great rushing going on, as well as some like I said, some great passing things that was going on as well. They had Xavier Knight, you know what I'm saying? Rush with 12 carries. He had 12 carries with 60 yards, which is 5 yards on average. 15 was his longest rush. You had Corey Kenner with 14 carries, 57 yards, 4.1 average being his, 4.1 yards to carry, and 13 yards being his longest rush. He also had a TD. You had Evan Hull, 6 carries, 23 yards, 3.8 average a carry. 9 was his longest run. And you had, again, Carson Beck, who ran for 3 yards total. 4 yards was for his carries, but yeah, 4 yards that was his longest run, which I don't know how that stat makes sense for real. Maybe they added extra yard or something. But he averaged 1.5 yards a carry. But that's the quarterback. We ain't worried about that, right? But overall, the Cardinals had a great rushing game. I feel like a lot of their backs played in week 1 a little better than the Panthers. But as you can see, 2 great teams clashing it out. I think Cardinals gonna be tough. I can't wait to see what Carolina got for us today. Actually, I think they play again. Let's go on to week 2. Let's see what happened in week 2. Let's go. Okay, week 2. We had the Cowboys and the Seahawks, which I did look at that game a little bit. We had the Eagles and the Ravens. I ain't look at that game for real, but it looked like the Ravens blew out the Eagles 24-7. And we also had the Jaguars and the Saints, which was a tight game, 24-20. And the Cowboys and the Seahawks. Cowboys beat the Seahawks 17-7. I'm gonna go ahead and I did watch a little bit of this game, but this is again, this was week 2, so that was a little minute ago. But we're gonna play some of the things, see some of the things that happened or didn't happen for the teams. Actually, we're not gonna be able to do that. It's looking like, because my charger is actually not working right now. It just literally had to break too. Golly, we got some real technical difficulties going on. Okay, there we go. It's charging for the moment. Let's go. We just gonna go through some stats, man, real quick. We just gonna go through some stats first, because I don't want to sit here and watch a whole game for y'all. It did have to go back and tell y'all. But we gonna get to that point, man. When week 1 kickoff is my goal that we are. Oh, what's good? I ain't even see your comments. What's good, Pen? Week 1 kickoff regular season is my goal that we got a little setup going on to where I can cover all these games. We gonna get this thing rolling for sure. But let's go through the stats, man. I ain't gonna make y'all watch me watch a whole, bunch of highlights and stuff like that. Let's go through the team stats, right? Dallas had 338 yards. Seattle had 156 yards total. Already, we see the problem. You ain't going nowhere to no end zone and doing no scoring if you don't get no yards. That's a problem. So, over it, we know Seattle's offense was shut down in that second week. They had 49 passing yards. 49 yards through the air. And 107 yards on the ground. In today's NFL, that's very hard to do. It's very hard to have more rushing yards than you have passing yards. And they still got outrushed by 30 yards. Dallas had 137 rushing yards. They had 201 passing yards. They was averaging 5.4 yards per play. That's way too high. Literally, first down, second down, first down, second down, first down, second down, first down. That's like that's that average for you. So they was getting the first down on 2 possessions. I mean, on 2 plays on average. And the Seahawks had an average of 3 yards per play, and that's not too high. Dallas had 21 first downs. Seahawks had 14. Now, here's the real deal turnaround. What's good, Taylor? Appreciate you for joining the stream. The real deal turnaround, to me, that this is what made the difference in this game, because third down conversion attempts is very important. Dallas converted 11 of 15 third down attempts. Seahawks 6 of 12 in their week 2 game. Dallas ran 63 plays. Seahawks ran 52. Another problem, Seahawks got sacked 3 times. Another problem, they ain't sacked nobody on the defensive line. You can't give up 3 sacks and not meet. You know what I'm saying? If you give up 3, you got to match with 3. You got to bring 3 back to the table. But when you just give up 3 sacks and you don't go get no sacks, you see the problem. All right? Time of possessions was about even. 35 tackles for the Seahawks. 27 tackles for Dallas. Let's look at some player stats. Who did what? For the Cowboys, you had Joe Milton III, you know what I'm saying? 12 of 15. Talk about efficient. Zipping that thing, you heard me? Talk about efficiency. For 107 yards, 1 TD, a 118.6 rating. And my phone just died, you guys. That's crazy. I ain't even got my other phone out here. That is crazy work, because I ain't even get to go through all the games. This is what we gonna do. Y'all see the struggles live, bro. I just want to have a meltdown sometimes. Like, golly. This is what we gonna do, man. I promise you, tomorrow we gonna remember where we stopped at or where we left off at. Y'all gotta remember for me. I'm gonna keep this video up here just to get football fans that's on the channel that want to subscribe and do subscribers coming in for this whole audio segment of Catch 22 Sports, man, because we're gonna talk a lot of sports, man, real talk. But I'm gonna end this live. Unfortunately, again, I apologize to y'all. I'll make up for it though, because we're gonna get into a lot of the conversation about a lot of sports. You feel me? I gotta laugh to keep from crying right now, I swear. Listen, I fuck with y'all heavy. Appreciate all y'all for coming in here. Those of y'all that comment, shout out to y'all, man. Shout out to Penn. Shout out to Taylor. Shout out to Tony. You know what I'm saying? Make sure y'all hit that subscribe. Keep rocking with your boy, man. We gonna talk sports for sure. A lot more, you understand? Tomorrow we got games coming on. I'm gonna charge all my devices so we ain't gotta go through this shit. And tomorrow we got full coverage of all the games, and we still gonna break down everything that's happened so far, because football is like my favorite sport for real. My favorite team sport for sure. You know what I'm saying? But really, it's my favorite sport overall. And when it comes to football, we breaking it all down. But this channel ain't just about football. Understand? We're going to get into some basketball. I got some stuff to say about LeBron going to Philly. I just ain't said it yet. The news been too hot. You know what I'm saying? I've been waiting on my time. I had started a video on that as well. I got multiple aspects and angles to look at that decision Brian made to go to Philly and why he did it, and some things surrounding that may look fishy. You know what I'm saying? So stay tuned, right with your boy, man. It's your boy Quadeuce, man. Love y'all.